I want to pick up something you said there that was interesting. You talked about local currencies being used, and this is something that also came up at the ASEAN summit, perhaps a need to just move a little bit off of the US dollar being so dominant. Is this something that you think is going to pick up over the next couple of years already?
Actually, it is a rather long-term effort since the Asian financial crisis. For instance, the ADB has been supporting the Asian bond market initiatives to tapping on more local currencies. So we are just accelerating this effort to diversify the use of currencies as well as the deepening our local markets in financial capital and so on. So this is rather continuing efforts.
So do you think this is a good thing, actually, to start perhaps not being completely independent of the US dollar, perhaps not to be as dependent, sir?
Yeah, no. We are never talking about the independence. No, just to protect and have more resilience. In any case, diversification is always good for investment, trade, anything, and even inside of the domestic market, you've got to diversify the industries adapting to the new environment.
Kanda-san, you're head of the ADB now. In a previous life, though, obviously, you worked for the government in Japan at MOF, the Ministry of Finance, and you were known as the FX czar, I guess the modern-day equivalent of Mr. Yen, S.K. Sakakibara, right? I'm not going to ask you directly about that. What I will ask you, though, in relation to your role and position at the ADB now, is what the recent very sharp and sudden decline of the dollar means for the ADB's operations.
I think, again, it does have the direct impact on my policies, but we've got to be conscious about some transformation in the market, because, as you know, in the past, when the market sentiment is weak and risk aversion arises, the US dollar as a safe haven has got some benefit from them and actually appreciated. But at this time, it was quite the opposite. So there are many theories in the market. One is this problem is mainly originated from the US policy itself. And the second thing is not a few of the market players are rather concerned about the tariffs' impact on the U.S. economy and also, of course, the fiscal sustainability, because not only from the tariff, but of course, this will decrease the tax revenue could be under the inflationary pressure itself is not good, but it may remain Fed's policy rate higher for longer. These concerns, but for me, more concerning is the level itself. But the higher volatility is not good for investment instrument, as you know. So so I hope the more normalization and no excessive movement in the forex market would be good for normal people, normal firms. But at the moment, there are so many, in a sense, news and shifts in policies, which market players are very much sensitive to everyday news. But also, it is a sort of the feeding food for speculators. So it's rather volatile. So we've got to be very much careful. And the best thing is to make your economy strong. So sound economic policy, particularly the monetary and fiscal policies, kept sound, is the best protection for your economy.